In a recent Instagram live, I believe, FYB J Mane was talking with Tay Savage about how they used to shoot at each other, which is crazy, but has a weird brotherly bond to it. Or maybe I just need to stop reading fan fiction. Hey there tomorrow people, BenyTeeJ here. If you're interested in the background music used in this video, it was made by my close friend KVO Star. His channel link will be in the description. Now, unless you live with Patrick, you should know who FYB J Mane is, or at least have heard of him from, his Say Cheese interviews. In today's video, we'll be asking whether or not this individual, who seemingly popped up out of nowhere, is an industry plant or a person who deserves the fame he is getting. And I know you heard that breathing, but it's not because I'm fat or anything like that. I just ate and I'm tired. Warning: any video referenced in this video and any images used go to their original creators, who you can see in the photos. Also, any crime mentioned in this video is for educational purposes and should be taken as cap or a lie. Before we go into whether or not he is what he is, we first have to start at the beginning. Who was he before FYB J Mane? Now, I admit, this was a challenging find. I mean, it seemed as though no matter where I looked, nothing was known about him. Not his parents, his relatives. The only relevant thing you could find about him is that he was really in the streets during them Chicago war crimes era, which would be around 2010 to 2018. And because of that time era in Chicago, it became one of the most ruthless places in America. Nowadays, there's still a lot of crime there, but a lot of different organizations and movements have been popping up and trying to help the youth with their traumas, rage, and such. Basically just trying to help clean up the city. Even though I couldn't find anything in his early life, the fact that this guy went from this hardened street nigga to an upstanding comedian really opens up the young generation's eyes. That just because you did some dirt or were involved in certain groups doesn't mean you have to limit yourself to the two choices of prison or death that everybody says in the streets. Another example would be C Blue, who I could talk about in another video if this video were to ever get 10 likes. Back to FYB J Mane. During the war times in Chicago, he was associated with what could be considered OTF ops, STL. Note, I am a civilian. But not really. I mean, what they did to each other's group members is horrific. Truly an evil time for Chicago residents. But you must remember, it was war times, and so the enemies you have when it's war can become your allies after all the damage is done. As we have seen with Japan and America. Now, while we haven't seen anything like enemies becoming allies, we have seen a sort of respect and reconciliation. For example, in a recent Instagram live, I believe, FYB J Mane was talking with Tay Savage about how they used to shoot at each other, which is crazy, but has a weird brotherly bond to it. Or maybe I just need to stop reading fan fiction.
Is this nigga serious?
And of course you have those real street internet tweeters who claim that, oh, this guy went soft, or this guy ain't OTF anymore, when the truth is, you're not a real street nigga. You are a 16-year-old private school attendant who knows nothing about having friends taken from you at an early age, have homies switch on you for some Popeyes, which I don't blame, to be honest. I mean, have you tried their sweet and spicy wings? Back to the subject. Nor having to literally drug yourself to sleep because those ops that you smoke constantly haunt your dreamscape. That's why what FYB J Mane is doing is so inspirational. It's all about saving the kids. so that they never have to go through what they went through. I mean, this man decided to sign himself to OTF, literally putting himself in potential danger to prove to people that black people aren't what you think they are. Just as in ancient times, black people cherished brotherhoods and even reconciled with enemies. Nowadays, with black people always switching, it's a rude awakening of that black bond that we as people share with each other that can mend even the greatest rivalries. Or maybe they're just getting old, and the old usually have wisdom. And you might be wondering, how will they know when the kids are saved? Well, I can't tell you that, because I never had that kind of lifestyle. But what I will tell you is this. When your enemy's child is friends with your child, will the kids be saved then? I thank you, FYB J Mane, for what you are doing. I don't know if you will ever see this video, but if you do, I want you to know that what you're doing will leave a mark on many young black people, and hopefully most. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, let the like button shine like the sun. For the comment of the day, what do you think of FYB J Mane's message to the youth? Is it pointless? Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay ahead of the rest. See you tomorrow, people. Peace out.